What's cracking with your snack and snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society. And today, I have returned to the freezer aisle for another edition of Frozen Friday here on Pizza Night. And that means I better put on a coat, I better put on a sweater, I better put on a hat. Oh, I'm already wearing a hat. But I intend on staying warm here tonight on Pizza Night. Never fear, Pizza Night is here, so grab yourself a can of beer. It's the first Friday in February. That was a quick month. Friday, February 3rd, 2017. And today I have returned to the freezer aisle to present another Frozen Friday edition of Pizza Night. But I'm a little bit scared, guys, because, ladies and gentlemen, I returned to Aldi. And I returned to Aldi to check out their Mama Cozzi's Pizza Kitchen. I've done that once before and I wasn't impressed. Let's see what happens when they put their pizza on a pretzel crust and give you a Pepperoni Nacho Style pizza, which apparently is mozzarella and cheddar cheese, pepperoni made of course with pork, chicken, and beef, jalapenos, red onions, and cilantro. So yeah, looking at the picture there, you got all the things that I talked about there. It doesn't mention any kind of tomato sauce or anything like that though. And so that's a little bit concerning. I don't see any evidence of any here. Maybe the cheddar cheese is a sauce and then the mozzarella cheese is on top. Maybe that's what they're getting at. I'm not real sure because otherwise, how is this nacho style? Just having jalapenos on it? I guess so. Maybe the cilantro too. Let's go ahead and turn it over, see what kind of cooking instructions that we have. And apparently they're giving you a little rundown again of what's on there. And yes, we have found out that it is nacho cheese sauce plus cheddar and mozzarella cheeses on top. So now that's cleared up a little bit. Let's see how that you cook it. You preheat the oven to 400. I've done that. Remove the pizza from the box. Discard the plastic wrap and cardboard. I hope you would do that. Place the pizza directly on the middle rack and bake it for 13 to 15 minutes. We know our oven here at the sAs headquarters, so we're going to go ahead and turn this thing at about 6 minutes and look at it again at about 10 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, let me get this thing out of the box real quick and show you what it looks like in its frozen form. Alright, I've taken it out of the box, and there it is still in the cellophane wrapper because I didn't want to get the ingredients all over the place. But yeah, it looks pretty much like they described it. It's all on a pretzel crust, and the first thing I noticed when I saw this picture here is that is a really thin pretzel crust. I've never seen a thin and crispy pretzel crust before. But I got a feeling that's exactly what this baby is. Look how paper thin that is. Oh my god. I'm not really looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to trying this pizza overall. And I'm going to do that as soon as it's cooked. Right after this on Pizza Night. Alright gang, I am back and I got this pizza out of the oven. The pretzel crust pizza from Mama Cozzi's from Aldi Supermarket. $3.99. And what you are looking at here is about 7 minutes worth of cooking time, and then like 30 seconds under the low broiler just to try to crisp up the pepperonis a little bit. But as you can see, the cheese is already super melty, and the crust was getting plenty brown. In fact, over in this area, I'd say is getting pretty charred, but overall it smells really good, that's for sure. And it looks nice, but I'm just worried about that super thin crust. Let me go ahead and grab those pizza scissors and chop it up for you and show you the 420 slice. Alright, so here it is sliced up, and with these little frozen pizzas, I generally just slice them into quarters because slicing them smaller than that really seems to be a waste of a slice of pizza. But let me pick up this, show it to you on the bottom. Yes, it was getting quite brown, but then again, aren't pretzels brown? Alright, pick it up. Got just a little bit of flop to it, but I can tell it's going to be pretty darn crispy. There's those toppings a little bit more closely. The red onions seem like they were like dehydrated onions, like you might get out of McDonald's or something like that. I can't really tell the difference between the cilantro and the green, or rather the jalapenos in some aspects, although I guess these little things over here are cilantro, and these big green things are jalapenos. I guess. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check it out, see what it tastes like, tell you all about it on Pizza Night. All right, gang, I am back here on Pizza Night Frozen Friday edition to check out this Mama Cozzi's Pretzel Crust Pizza from Aldi Supermarket. That's right, you probably have an Aldi in your town. It's kind of the discount supermarket, has a lot of their own house brands and stuff like that. They're also over in Europe, and that's where they started, in fact. One of our good friends, 13 Tenantry, always talked about going to the Aldi. Haven't heard from him in a while. Holler at us, 13. Anyway, let me go ahead and pick up 1/4 of this pizza, the 420 slice, if you will. Show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. That's a fairly nice slice of pizza when you cut them in 4s, but if you cut it in 8s, not so much. All right, guys. Smells pretty good. I mostly smell jalapeno and cheese for the most part, with just a hint of pretzel scent. So that's pretty interesting. Hope it tastes as good as it smells. Let's check it out. Alright, I am actually very pleasantly surprised by this pizza. Other than the slightly off-kilter cooking instructions that would have definitely turned this thing into a ball of fire. So far it's on point, I gotta say. Building from the bottom to the top the way we always do, and starting with that pretzel crust, it does taste like a pretzel. It tastes kind of like one of those pretzel thins. You know what I'm talking about? They're kind of like pretzel chips, I think they call them in some brands, or pretzel crisps by Snackworks or Hanover. Yeah, they do taste like that. They're lacking the salt content, I think. But other than that, yeah, the crust tastes a lot like a pretzel. The melted nacho cheese sauce is okay and actually helps lend a somewhat nacho-ish flavor, if you want to go ahead and go there and call it that. Then the regular cheese is a little bit more sparse than you might think it is. The mozzarella and the shredded cheddar on top are a little bit overpowered by the rest of the ingredients, though they do help make a nice blanket for the pizza, although more like a sheet than a blanket, so you wouldn't really get very warm under that blanket. The pepperoni is your standard everyday chicken, beef, and pork, you know, grocery store, frozen, freezer aisle pizza type pepperoni. The jalapenos definitely lend a nice spice to it. The onions tasted like nothing. Mostly a little bit of an addition in the texture department, not much there, honestly. I think they were just dehydrated and the water, you know, probably ruined them. I don't know, but yeah, not great on the onion side, but that's okay. I'm not into a real heavy onion flavor. And I guess the last thing is the cilantro, and I didn't really notice that very much. You know, I didn't get a soapy flavor like some people complain about. And I just don't think there's a lot of it on here, so you're not really going to notice that much. But for $3.99, I would definitely give this a passing grade. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this the old vaunted 3/4 thumbs up here for the Mama Cozzi's Pretzel Crust Pizza Pepperoni Nacho Style. All right, they also have a beef nacho style, and I kind of thought maybe I should get that instead because beef and nachos go better than pepperoni and nachos, but I mean, this isn't nachos, it's a pretzel crust pizza, so you got nachos, pretzels, and pizza all in the same, you know, kind of amalgamation and collection there, and it ended up being a pretty good thing. What do you know? Alright guys, thanks for watching Pizza Night. I want to give a couple of shouts out this week. First of all, to our buddy down south in Argentina, if I'm not mistaken, Augustin. Thank you for watching Pizza Night for all these years. Nice to hear from you again recently. And also, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Trudy. We'll see you very soon, Trudy. Also, make sure you check out all the sAs members on Facebook by clicking on the link down below. We have 750 or so of the coolest people in the world in our group, and you should join it. Just do it. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich sAs. When you do, always use the hashtag Snack Society. That way you know what we're eating, and you know what we're eating too. So, in the meantime, like, favorite, share, subscribe. In between time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.